try to separate education out of our lives, and homeschooling pushes it back in. And what I'm hearing, from you is that healing from all the trauma is, your son coming home and just finding that safe place. And home is where learning is now happening, and it's being embraced. And you just take 1 year at a time, and I'm sure that's kind of what you do. And you've got an awesome teacher right now.
Yes.
Son, and
well, and that was, I think, when I did take off from work and homeschool him, my husband and I had a very serious discussion, and I said to him, I think I can do more for my son with making money in my business than I could if I quit my business and homeschooled him, because therapy is expensive. Medication is expensive. Having a dedicated master's certified special education teacher is really expensive. And it was tough because I'm the woman that I want to do it all. And it was really tough to say, you know what, I think I need to pass this on to someone else because I can do more for my son. And if any of the people watching are homeschooling special needs kids, it takes a toll on your relationship as a mom and a child. It's really tough. And that was a very real reality for us. And so
you need that buffer. You need people to step in. I know I had a high school student that was homeschooled who would come and spend time with my boys.
That's great.
And I did, because I needed my own personal ministry time. I would go out and speak. That was my feeding myself. And so she would just come and be with my boys when I needed to do that. But we do have to think about ourselves too, and really evaluate that, because you aren't always the best option. I know there are a lot of online schools. They're like True North Homeschool Academy. It's one of our partners. My parents use them, and for one of my brothers, and Amy, who teaches him, is awesome. She designed a specific curriculum just for him, and so it is accessible even for less of a cost if you even need a teacher for 1 or 2 subjects. So I just want to encourage parents.
Absolutely.
And as long as you understand how to do the law, we talked about this when you said I was in this interview, and I said, but legally you are homeschooling in Texas the way, as long as you have oversight. My parents live in Minnesota, and it's a pretty similar law. So there's a lot of state laws that do allow someone else to come in and tutor. You just have to make sure that all the checks and balances on who's grading and who's picking the curriculum and all of that.
Right.
Together.
Yeah. And that was something we wanted to be very careful about. And that's why we even took our homeschool teacher with us to the last expo that we just went to. We said, okay, is this curriculum the right for our son? Because again, she's with him every day. She is teaching him. She's seeing how he's learning. And it made us feel really good and confident about our decisions that we had made. But I think that it's hard because I know that we as women want to be everything. And why can't I do that? And I should do that. And I think understanding that homeschooling, especially special needs children, special education kids, can take a real toll, not just mentally on you, but physically. You start getting sick. And, if it's for you, fantastic. The Lord has blessed you in ways He has not blessed me. But if you're feeling that your relationship is starting to tear with your child and you're starting to hate yourself because of things that you said that you really didn't mean, but you were so frustrated, or that is kind of little inklings that, maybe just one subject or, a little break in the afternoon, and you can go and take a hot bath while he's reading a book. Your person that's come in, just something to kind of just breathe through, barter the service if you have to, if anything. Exactly. And it can help a lot. Yeah,
definitely. You do have to know when you have hit your limit. And I'm just finished writing a blog on mom care and about my adrenal failure because I had 3 foster kids, all with special needs, and my own 3, and 2 that
Yes.
struggled as well. And I was sleeping 2 hours a night, and I didn't make it, and that's when everything just goes up in smoke.
Oh,
But you don't want to get to
yes.
that point. So
Mhm.
definitely listen to, Amanda, those indicators are there. And you've got to be able to do that. Karen is saying the same thing. I think it's important to realize your limitations. Most of us are not speech, occupational, physical therapists, but even as homeschoolers, I can do it myself. We need to know that it's okay to farm out to those therapy specialists. Amen.
Yep. Because I think there's almost a feeling of failure if we have to do that. We feel, oh, well, I couldn't do that, so I had to bring somebody else in. No, girl, that's you taking care of yourself, because you've got to put the oxygen mask on you before you put it on your children, so that you don't pass out before you put it on your children.
Exactly.
You have to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.